Hello and a very warm welcome. Manchester United 1, Everton 1. Surprise, surprise, yet another draw. Bollocks, pathetic, embarrassing, not good enough. Absolute shambles. 54 points we're on, 15 off Chelsea. It's just embarrassing. Oh my god. We don't deserve top 4, simple as that. Top 4 is gone. How many chances do you need? Every time our players, they bottle it. It's exactly like Arsenal. They just bottle it. We're given a chance by City, Liverpool. They drop points and we never capitalise. But it's gone. It's gone. We don't deserve top 4. It's just not good enough. 12 draws. 14 wins, 12 draws, 3 defeats. Not good enough. Draws are killing our season. They have done for a very long time. I said it in the last video against Bournemouth. Not good enough. 1-1 against Everton. First goal from a corner. Everton score. Rojo, again, in my other video, not good enough. Never a Manchester United player. He's played well this season, fair dues, but he's never a Manchester United player. All he has to do is head it away. Could you see Rio Ferdinand or Vidic not sticking their head on that? They would have took a boot in the face. Oh, no, not Marcus Rojo. All he has to do, head it away. If you take a boot in your face, fair enough. Ferdinand and Vidic wouldn't care, but Rojo doesn't put his body on the line for the team, so what do you expect? I mean, we take the piss out of Arsenal for being bottle jobs, but how many times have we bottled it this season? Just looking at the table, played 29, won 14, drawn 12, lost 3, scored 43. And that's a worrying sign. If you look at all our rivals, Chelsea's 60, Tottenham 57, Liverpool 64, 56 Man City, 58 Arsenal, and we've only scored 43. Embarrassing. I think a stat was Hull City have scored more goals at home than Manchester United have. Also, we've dropped about 21 points at home this season. I will swear, it's a fucking shambles. It's a disgrace. This is Manchester United and we're drawing at home every time. Bournemouth, Stoke, West Ham, Burnley, Everton, home and away. Not good enough. And we'll go through the starting 11 and I don't care. I'll say it how it is. None of this fucking hide behind. We'll say it how it is. Starting 11 last night was wrong. Mourinho got it wrong, and just because Mourinho's got this big aura and he's won everything in the game, no one says out about him, but he got it wrong last night. We'll go through the starting 11. David De Gea, world class. He will eventually leave us, because is he going to stay when I'll get onto it. David De Gea, world class. He will eventually leave us. Ashley Young, only in the team because we've got so many injuries at the back. Not good enough. Simple as that. Bailly, my man of the match for Manchester United last night. He made 2 or 3 amazing blocks. Lukaku was in and somehow he gets back. Outstanding player, Eric Bailly. We need a centre-back in the summer to partner him. But we can't keep going out and spending 60, 70 million because, as proved, it's not working, is it? Who was next to Bailly? It's Rojo. Well, you already know my thoughts on him. Not good enough. Blind. Utility player at best. Not good enough. I mean, I don't care if Luke Shaw's 70% fit, overweight. He's 10 times the player of any of these. Blind, Rojo, Shaw should be in the team. I mean, look, Shaw comes on, Ashley Young goes off, injury. Shaw comes on, volleys it, and gets our goal, doesn't he? Because Williams handballs it. But we'll get on to that. Herrera, great midfielder. Pogba, great midfielder. Lingard, just because he's Manchester born and bred, everyone loves him. Not good enough. Again, yeah, you hype him up. What does he do? He only scores important goals in big games like the FA Cup final in 2016. Not good enough. Marcus Rashford. He excites me as a Manchester United fan. He runs and runs at players. That's what I want to see as a Manchester United fan. Exciting, gets you off your seat every time. Who else we got? Marouane Fellaini. I'm not even going to dig him out this time because we all know as Manchester United fans, not good enough. He gives 110%, but I would give 110%. As a footballer, not good enough for Manchester United. And we've got Big Zlatan. Scored a ton of goals this season, Big Zlatan. He could have had 10 or 15 more, let's be honest. I mean, he has a great chance first half through. Ashley Williams gets back. But it's just not good enough. It's infuriating. Let's be honest. Our Premier League has been wank ever since we won it. Embarrassing. David Moyes 7th. Van Gaal 4th. Van Gaal 5th, and now we're 5th. We don't deserve top 4. Top 4 is gone for me. How many more chances do we need to be presented with? And we never take it. So, chuck all the... excuse me. Chuck all the eggs in one basket and go for the Europa League, because that's the only way we're getting Champions League. We're not getting it by the Premier League. As I said, last few years in the Premier League, we've been wank. Toothless, embarrassing, spineless, and... I think there's more problems at Manchester United. We could go and throw another 50 million on a centre-back, because for me, we need a centre-back. If you play in the right side, my 11 is simple. David De Gea in goal. Right back Valencia. Although he's not a right back, we should probably go out and buy one. But he's been phenomenal this season. Bailly in the centre-back. Along with, well... in my opinion, if it was my team, I'd go Smalling. I know Smalling's not great. I would go out and buy a centre-back in the next transfer window. Luke Shaw, left-back. 100% our best left-back, never plays. Apparently, he was miles behind the rest, but last night he was on the bench, and he even came on and played 20 minutes. So he's miles behind the rest, apparently, but he's good enough to make the bench. Herrera, Pogba, midfield. Mkhitaryan, Martial. The one I don't know is the number 10. I'm going Mickey, Martial. I think I put Mata there just for his assists, and then Zlatan up top. And Rashford, as much as I love him, I'd bring him on from the bench. 20 minutes, impact. But it's not good enough. Simply not good enough. Any Manchester United fan cannot be happy with a point yesterday. It felt like a loss. We didn't even deserve a point. Well, we had our chances, but time and time again we don't take them. You have Zlatan chance. Blind has a nice free kick. Herrera hits the bar. We score a perfectly good goal that was onside with Zlatan, but it gets chalked off for offside. Rashford misses a one-on-one, although he was offside. But he was actually on, but it was given offside. He still should score. He's not scored since September, but I'm not going to get on Rashford's back because he can be our future striker. He is a world-class player. Yeah, and we'll get on to Mourinho. Team selection run last night. If Blind, I mean, I'm not going to dig Blind out, but like he's not a left back, is he? He's just not quick enough to be a left back. Doesn't get forward as much as Luke Shaw does. If Luke Shaw was on the sub, Pogba played 45 minutes, so Pogba could have played 90 minutes, let's be honest. So put Pogba in for Fellaini, put Mkhitaryan in for Lingard, and we're actually looking alright. For me, last night, you see it, it's so slow, the build-up and the play. It's not quick enough. And then we're putting crosses in the box. I mean, fair enough, some crosses were actually decent last night. Like Zlatan's goal got chalked off wrongly. I thought Everton were decent. Everton have got a good side, they've got good players. Lukaku, big, strong, powerhouse, big unit. He's quick. Top goal scorer in the Premier League, Ross Barkley, Ashley Williams, and I cannot even believe I'm saying this in the same sentence. He was outstanding last night. My man of the match. as a Manchester United fan, my man of the match, he was outstanding last night. The only bit where he wasn't outstanding, Luke Shaw on the edge of the box, volleys it, and Williams, blatant handball, blocks it, red card, he has to be off. But what is he doing? As an Evertonian, I would be furious. I think I'm coming down with cold. Robles could still save it in the background. Williams, I don't know why he's so far back when all of his teammates are up there. The keeper could still save it. You never know. We scored anyway, so Williams should have just let it go. And if Robles saves it, he saves it. But if it doesn't, we scored anyway from a penalty. So we got out of jail. It papers over the cracks. Let's be honest, it papers over the cracks. We've been wank. Our rest of the season has been good. Community Shield winners, EFL Cup winners. Quarter final of the FA Cup, we get beat by the Premier League winners. Let's not beat around the bush. Chelsea are winning the Premier League. And Europa League quarter final against Anderlecht. We all eggs in one basket in the Europa League now. Bollocks. You can't keep playing like this. You can't keep drawing games. I mean, look, I'm actually going to scroll down. Yeah, we are. We've got the most draws in the Premier League out of anyone. Middlesbrough got 11 draws. We've got 12. The most of anyone. Embarrassing. Infuriating. I'm not going over the top because this has been building up. We draw to West Brom. We draw to Bournemouth recently. Bournemouth, West Brom, and now Everton. Not good enough. And when I look at that table, I mean, Man City win tonight. If Man City beat Chelsea, they go 61. So then we are fucked. We're 5 behind Liverpool. You wouldn't actually believe we had 2 games in hand on Liverpool. And what do? We draw against West Brom and we draw against Everton. Tickle your forehead and call you Susie. It's fantastic, isn't it? Oh, it's frustrating. But yeah, for me, Mourinho got it wrong last night, team selection. But no one ever says that about Mourinho because he's won everything in the game. Don't get me wrong, I'm 100% behind Jose Mourinho. He is the right man for the job. But there's bigger problems at Manchester United. Let's be honest, you can't keep drawing games. It's just shocking. Just have a drink there. Think I'm coming down with cold, but anyway, you just 14 wins, 12 draws, 3 defeats. Oh, we're 20 games unbeaten. What does that mean? It's a load of bollocks. Oh, 20 unbeaten, and we must have drawn about 10 of them. So that just means jack shit. But the moral of this video is another draw. Top 4 is done, in my opinion. We don't deserve it. That is the moral of this video. We do not deserve top 4. For me, we've got to go all out now for the Europa League. Imagine if we get knocked out of the Europa League. Look, we're going to be back in it next year. And I'm sick. I'm sick of being in the Europa League. But that's what's going to happen if we get knocked out of the Europa League. Not good enough. And if we do win the Europa League, we get automatic Champions League. But it just pains me if we are in the Europa League again. A team like Manchester United should be in the Champions League. I'm not saying we'll win the Champions League. We are nowhere near winning the Champions League. Barcelona, PSG, Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, they would absolutely annihilate us. Let's not beat around the bush. If we're struggling against the likes of Bournemouth, Burnley, West Brom, Everton, we can't score at home. So yeah, they would annihilate us. So 93rd minute, Luke Shaw volley, Williams handballs it. Basically, we get a penalty. Williams gets sent off. He was my man of the match, and he was trying to save his team, but he should have. In my opinion, he should have let it go. If the keeper saves it, he saves it. We scored anyway. Zlatan steps up, scores the penalty, but it just papers over the cracks. It's another draw, another poor performance. Too many players in this squad are not good enough to play for Manchester United. Ashley Young. I will say him because I don't care. I've got the bollocks to say him. Ashley Young, Daley Blind, Marcus Rojo, Lingard, Phil Jones. I know Phil Jones is injured. Surprise, surprise. Nothing new there. Fellaini. Who did I say there? Lingard, Jones, Rojo, Fellaini, Young, Blind. Not good enough. Just not good enough. And we've got a few more, but I mean, when was the last time we saw Timothy Fosu-Mensah play? I don't even remember. Another bright young prospect, never gets a game. Yeah, if Pogba's on the bench last night, he played 45 minutes. Easily could have played 90. I'm not having any of that bollocks. Mkhitaryan didn't play well against West Brom, gets dropped, but 50 times the player of Jesse Lingard. I mean, what does Lingard do? Leave it in the comments, I'd love to know. Oh, because he's a Manchester lad, that means he should play for Manchester United, does it? Fucking Kevin Webster's a Manchester lad, does that mean he should play for Manchester United? Fucking hell. For me, Lingard, I mean, he would be good in the Stoke side, the Middlesbrough side, but not Manchester United. Not good enough. Simple as that. But we've been going, what does that say, 16 minutes. So yeah, all eggs in the Europa League for me. Premier League's done, top four's done. We don't deserve it. Too many draws. As I said, our season has been good in other competitions, but our Premier League, it's a joke. I don't know. Our Premier League's our main competition at the minute because we're not in the Champions League. As I said, we wouldn't win the Champions League anyway. Premier League's our main competition and we've been wank. We won it, Sir Alex Ferguson's last season, we won it, and then 7th, 4th, 5th. And where are we going to finish this year? Well, it's going to be 5th or 6th, let's be honest, because we don't deserve top 4. And on that, leave your comments. What you think of Manchester United? Is there bigger problems? For me, there is, because yeah, we can go and chuck another 50 million on the centre back, another 20, 30 million on the right back, but there just seems Jose Mourinho's got a massive job. If he didn't realise that already, he has got a massive job on his hands. We've won 2 trophies, 2 quarter-finals, but the Premier League is not good enough. And as a Manchester United fan, I'm very pissed off. So yeah, we've got Sunderland next, and I swear, Sunderland are basically, they've got nothing to play for. They're relegated basically. Sunderland and Middlesbrough are relegated, and then it's a battle for the last one. If we lose to Sunderland, I am going to lose it big time. I've already got quite angry in this video, but I will absolutely lose it if we lose to Sunderland. David Moyes is their manager, ex-Man United. That would just be the icing on the cake. Our poor run of form, and then we go and lose to Sunderland, who are battling for their lives. And David Moyes is laughing at us. But no, let's be serious now. We will beat Sunderland. Sunderland are terrible. I've got the table up here. They've only won 5 games in the whole of the season. We will beat Sunderland. It's at their ground. They're scrapping for their lives. We need to bounce back. For me, I'm going to go now because I've been going nearly 20 minutes. Top 4, we don't deserve it. Throw everything in to the Europa League. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts as a United fan, as a neutral. I mean, people are calling us Drawchester United. That's how bad it's got. And on that bombshell, cheerio.